Hey guys, Loman02, currently playing a game of 100 cards Singleton and or Highlander, and I'll be playing with my Grixis deck because I enjoy playing it. No red mana, hopefully we can cantrip and do it with the ponder that we have in our hand. Question becomes, do we lead on the creeping tar pit tap land or the shock land here? Alright, well if it's a red deck we're probably going to have a quick matchup here, would be my guess. I think we just go ahead and cantrip here, looking for red mana. Well, not lucky enough to find it. And I shuffle this away. Probably not. Probably don't have the luxury of shuffling that away, so nope. Play out the Sunken Rune next turn to leave up counterspell if we don't. Okay, Mishra's Workshop. Alright, he's playing a Wildfire deck of some variety. Okie doke. Hedron Archive. That seems fine. And another Signet. Well, the cool thing about these sort of matchups is that in general, it only takes a couple of permission spells to really stop what they're up to. But that's a pretty fast start from our opponent. Yeah, we have to say no to that, unfortunately. Turn 3 Steel Hellkite's probably a bit much. And say go again. Probably try to set up a Factor Fiction on our next turn if we don't just get overwhelmed this turn. Okay, that card is a problem. Okay, our Signet. Yup. Well, I'd really like to get that out to have the Izzet Charm available, but I don't think it's as relevant as just getting it. So I slam a Tassiger here. I think I do just slam a Tassiger here. And say go. It gets around Wildfire at a minimum. I still have 2 lands in my hand, so I mean, I guess if we lose all our lands here, we can at a minimum attack the Chandra. Okay, Winter Orb. Mildly annoying. Okay, Magus of the Moon. Go ahead and blow this fellow up. So I would like to cast my spells here. Well, let's see if they have something extremely relevant to play. They can actually cast that and start doing damage to us. That could be problematic. I assume they attack. Maybe they want to keep the Chandra alive. Well, Winter Orb's probably going to do us in here, as it does to most control decks against... I guess they're kind of a control deck, too. Let's see what they're able to field here, though. I mean, they're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn, essentially, with the Chandra, so it's going to be a tougher matchup for control. Gil Lotus, kind of, that doesn't really worry me that much. I think you actually do that first. Probably use the Lotus here. Okay. One tap our red source just in case we get lucky and draw into something. Okay, no we do not. It's hard to say go. We can finish off the Chandra with the Creeping Tar Pit on the next turn. I guess I should not F6. We'll turn off auto yields here because we may be negating something. Okay, Lodestone a Golem. Okay, I think we have to say yes to that. Okay. Probably just get an island here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it kills our threat too, but at a minimum, I think it should help us stay alive a little longer. I mean, we have to really look for an Abrade to unlock this Winter Orb. If we can have our mana, I think we can probably do pretty well. Actually, we're not horrifically far from casting Treasure Cruise either. Alright, Snow Covered Mountain. Yep, fine. Okay, Sin Prutter. I think we just untap this in case we draw a burn spell. Alright, Mystical Tutor's probably not going to be good. I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up and go into the sideboarding process. So I think here we want are this. I don't think we're going to mind a threat, an additional threat. I don't think much else is necessary here. Dismiss is probably okay. Golden Command's great, Abrade's great. We probably should try to run Fiery Confluence in this deck. I think it would be pretty strong. Well, we got to cut 5 cards, so what do we think we want to cut? Dismiss is kind of slow. Dismember does not seem necessary. This card does not seem necessary either. Big mana, so maybe Force Spike is kind of just weak. Unless it's in the opener. And Search is kind of meh as well, because it's going to be like a Wildfire deck, that's what they're doing. Diabolic Edict can probably get out of there. And we'll see what our opponent brings in. Well, this hand looks great for what we're playing against, so I'm going to keep this. Won't be able to counter any turn 1 shenanigans. We have a blue Elemental Blast and then a Baleful Strix Wasteland. This hand looks pretty good. So, go. Question becomes, do I want to play the Thing in the Ice out first? I think I may. Alright, Valakut. Okay, tell them to go. I have the threat on the board. I mean, this thing will eventually turn into a threat. Scrying Sheet's Winter Orb, not really a combo. Duress is a good pickup on top, though. We'll be able to kind of filter through their hand to make sure there's nothing too oppressive in it. Well, not going to give up on that offer. You can draw that thing again while you're tapped out with a Winter Orb in play. Wow, their hand's horrible. Alrighty, and your go at it. Wonder why they untap the Scrying Sheets. Alright, Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl not a combo with Winter Orb. Alright. Okay, there, go at it. Yeah, Winter Orb is actually beating them right now, I think. Alright, get rid of that. And they should be dead in 2 turns. They're going to probably try to play Pia and Kieran this turn. I mean, they have to play something this turn, right? Yeah, that's totally fine. They play that. That actually gives us essentially another turn. Just draws. And now we have Dissolve up. Any other blue mana would probably lock the game up. Brainstorm is not a combo with Winter Orb. Actually, I think here I'm just going to go ahead and dissolve this. That can go to the bottom. Yeah, Mindstone's fine. Doesn't do anything. Sack it. It's fine too. Yep. That's what happens. I think they wanted to go for P and Kieran or the Vexing Shusher if they didn't want me to counter it, but I could have just blown it up with the Blue Elemental Blast there. So I think we sideboarded well. Let's hope we can get decently lucky again and kind of stifle them. I think they played the Winter Orb out a little prematurely there, and I think that's what ended up costing them that game specifically. This hand's bad, so we have to mulligan this. This hand is keepable, and I will certainly put a fetch land on top of the Brainstorm in hand. Alright, well, that's not what you want to see. Okay. I think I'm just going to do this now for mana efficiency. We'll redraw the Underground Sea here. We're just going to Thoughtseize them and see if we can get their most important card out of hand. Stranglehold's an interesting one. I don't really feel like having my fetch land stifled, so there's that. Well, they drew something, it would seem. Okay, Lodestone, a Golem. I'll miss for a turn, please. Don't draw a Planeswalker. Alright, sweet. So we get another turn. Alright, I think because of that, we are going to go and duress them. See what's going on over there. Okay. I think here I'm just happy getting a Tombstalker, and then if they cast something relevant, hopefully it's not a Winter Orb, that would be annoying again, but we just need to life them, I think. They're not tapping their Pristine Talisman. Okay, they drew something. Hopefully it's just a red card, like a Planeswalker. That would be fine. Yep. This is okay. Okay. Alright, Ancient Tomb blows up in my face. I think I'm going to end up leaving the Hydroblast in the yard. Could be DT. But that's a decently sized Gentleman right there. Okay. Yup. Land? No, but an agreeable card, nonetheless. Yep, of course. Yep. One of the better draws there. Means we can leave up counter magic now. Just gonna attack. And or we can electrolyze their face. Or we can counterspell with Hydroblast. I should probably do that before I cast Disallow here. Assuming I can counter whatever they play with Hydroblast, because it gives me an additional 2 power on the board. I don't know how relevant that's going to be. Alright, Snapcaster Mage, Hydroblast, Memory Lapse, not a bad pickup. Can't quite kill this turn. I guess if I had attacked, I could have just electrolyzed. Yeah, that was bad on my part. I should have done the math. Should have done the math and won there, but I mean, I don't see myself losing regardless. I don't think there's any cards they can draw that. I mean, I guess Obliterate. Obliterate would be like one card they could draw. Alright, nope. Game, man. Alright guys, that was kind of an interesting game between Grixis mid-range / control and Wildfire. A deck that a few folks have actually asked me about. Wildfire is a very possible deck. I've seen it in blue-red varieties, I've seen it in mono-red varieties like this, and I've seen it in white-red. I think the blue-red are probably the best versions of the deck. But as you can see, the deck can just get some very powerful draws against decks like the one I'm playing, control decks. They're pretty much one land a turns type decks. But when you get to this point in the game where both of you are hellbent, I think it tends to mean the game. I'll reveal my hand. He drew a bunch of cards. I don't think it mattered what he drew there. I think even if he had top deck well, I had him pretty much covered from this point. Once you get to this position, you have a threat and you have protection for the threat and or anything they do, you'll tend to win. But I'll probably put this one up so you guys can see Grixis versus Wildfire. Wildfire is a very cool deck. You don't see it a lot in 100 card. You don't see a lot of folks playing it. I do think it's more predatory in nature. It's very good versus mid-range. I think it's not bad versus control, but I think it tends to struggle because it has less cards that you must counter. It tends to have a lot of haymakers that you have to counter, and then everything else is kind of just nonsense. The artifact mana is great and all, and it does open up options, but it opens up what you're able to draw as far as options for castability. But generally speaking, because it has all of the cards that ramp the deck, it's accelerated in a lot of ways. It tends to have less business spells, which means that counterspell-based decks can tend to just beat it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to be doing a quick segment relatively soon on White Weenie and how I see the deck being best constructed and built for 100 cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small diversion with Grixis versus Wildfire 100 card. And yeah, take care and hope you come back. And if you have not played 100 card, give it a shot. It's basically constructed cube. Very, very fun format. Very cool. A lot of design space in it. Very wide meta. And yeah, extremely fun. Alright guys, enjoy. Take care now.